I'm Michael David with Eye on Sun Valley Sports, and it's my pleasure to be joined by the 2019 Youth Women Boardercross champion, Zoe Bacca. Zoe, congratulations. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Zoe, you're going to be a sophomore at Wood River High School. You were national champion in the Boardercross in 2016. You were on the varsity soccer team. You're doing it. You're doing it all. What's it like to be living this life here in Sun Valley?
It's really fun. I mean, playing soccer, snowboarding, you don't really get a break, but it's nice.
Yeah, but it's stuff that you obviously have a passion for. You've been skiing on a snowboard. Did you ever ski, or was it snowboard?
Ski racer.
Ski racer for a little bit,
Yeah.
and then when did you make the switch to snowboarding?
So I did double for a little bit.
Oh,
I think
okay.
I was like 9 or 10.
Right.
I did double. I would ski like Saturdays, snowboard Sundays.
Okay.
And I went full snowboard.
And was that like a family requirement? You had to do skiing too, or was it?
Well, my sister and I both were ski racers, and then she went full snowboarding, and then I was a ski racer for a little bit, and then I went full snowboarding.
Right. And I've interviewed your sister Peyton before, who's also at the top of this sport. You being how many years younger than her?
Two.
Was she someone that did that motivate you to push you harder?
Yeah, I mean, in soccer and snowboarding, I've always wanted to beat her, be better than her.
Right.
Score more goals, get a faster time trial.
Right. And it's a pretty healthy competition, or does it get intense sometimes?
It's intense sometimes.
That's awesome. I was looking before, doing some research, and I saw that you came in third place in the Kinder Cup. Was that a motivation to be where you are now?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah. Why Boardercross? That's as your discipline.
So my dad worked for the U.S. snowboard team.
Yep.
And they were just Boardercross. So I always kind of grew up knowing Boardercross.
Right.
And a little bit of pipe, but mostly Boardercross. So it was something I always enjoyed to do.
Sure. And you grew up here in Sun Valley, beautiful Baldy Mountain in the background here. What about this mountain makes it good for where you are now?
Well, just like all the terrain and like all the people, everyone helping you out, knowing how fast you're going and everything just really helps.
Right. And but there's no Boardercross type of setup here. What do you do to train and kind of get at least in that mindset?
You just ride, honestly, and like roundhouse. Olympic Lane is like the most helpful for Boardercross.
Right.
Going fast.
And you're a member of the Sun Valley Ski Education Foundation. That's a team together, and I'm sure that even though you're on your own when you're on the course, but that team aspect is important, isn't it?
And it's not a team sport, but it is a team sport. It helps a lot to have like all the guys on my team, all the girls on my team with their support.
Right. Did you have some time that you thought maybe I'm going to get in the pipe and be up in the air doing all those aerials and things like that, or was it always like, hey, I want to be a Boardercrosser?
Mostly pipe. I liked pipe. I used to compete in pipe.
Right.
Never liked slopestyle. Not a big fan of jumps.
You want to keep it
I
on
like staying on the ground or going fast.
Right. But going fast that Boardercross is to me it seems almost a little scary. You got to have some nerves going when you're in the gate and you've got your fellow competitors that you're gonna be battling. It's a little
intense.
Yeah. What's your mindset kind of in the gates?
I'm very nervous at the start of the gates. I just kind of am like, okay, Zoe, if you get down, you'll be fine. And then I don't really think about anybody else.
Right. And then do you think about your competitors once you're on the course? I mean, you obviously do to a certain extent, but is your main focus on just your line and what you're doing?
And my main focus is not falling most of the time.
Oh, really?
And then, I'm kind of, sometimes you'll look back and like see where everyone else is, or like if they're in front of you, you'll see how far they are, but that's not really my focus when I'm on there.
Right. Did you have any professional influence along the way that kind of you modeled your work ethic or your style or anything like that?
Yeah, so Lindsay Jacobellis and Hagen Kearney were there for me 2016 when I won nationals.
Right.
So Andy Gilbert was there too, but then they were also there helping me, so that helped me a lot, gave me a lot of confidence. They told me how to work the course.
Right, and then that was from two people that had been there and got to the top. So, I think that it's so cool to see that you've stepped out of the shadow of your sister who did so well. And did Did you know that was going to happen? When did you know, hey, I'm pretty good at this. I'm going to keep
So
at it.
every year I had gone to nationals, I had never done very well. And then the first year I won, I had like been winning all my heats, and I was like, oh, I'm kind of good at this.
Right.
And then it kind of just boosted my confidence for the next few years, which really helped.
Yeah, well, that's awesome, and you've done some amazing things at a young age already. And so, after we come back from a short break, I want to talk about kind of what you've done with your racing recently and what the future holds for you. We'll be back after this short message.
Davis Embroidery, screen printing and promotional products keeps your logo fresh and your message strong. As the Wood River Valley's one-stop shop for brand support, Davis Embroidery will help you make a lasting impression on your business and your customers. Add your logo to employee uniforms, polos, caps, jackets, t-shirts, water bottles, tote bags, or pens. Davis Embroidery will help you find the right product that fits your company's image and budget. Getting your logo viewed by customers, impressions matter and create top-of-mind recognition. With excellent customer service and quality brands, partnering with Davis Embroidery screen printing and promotional products is a winning marketing strategy. Visit our Ketchum showroom Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, or online at davisembroidery.com.
I'm Derek Agnew, General Manager of Zenergy Health Club and Spa, and I want to take you inside and show you what we've done with our new Pivot Studio, which is going to blow you away. The therapists tell me that Pivot really is the game changer. It fills that final gap that we were missing at Zenergy, things they could not do in our main gym.
The recent addition of the Pivot Studio has meant wonders to me as a physical therapist. I can now take care of the most vulnerable post-operative patient, but I can include programming that challenges the most elite athlete.
No matter your taste or personal style, the shopping in Sun Valley has what you need for a day in the mountains or elegant night on the town. From bike sales, rentals, repair, outdoor accessories, and souvenirs to high-end, on-trend fashion and sportwear, including a hip, modern women's boutique, there is something for everyone in the Sun Valley Village. Don't forget about the kids, as stepping foot in the toy store is a dream come true for the little ones. The Sun Valley Village shopping options blend a touch of European style with Main Street USA hospitality, all in a charming mountain town setting.
Welcome back. I'm here with Sun Valley Ski Education Foundation snowboard team member Zoe Bacca. Zoe, you went to Copper Mountain just recently when there was snow on the ground, and brought home the national championship. Talk to us about the competition there.
So I don't really, we live in a small town, so when we do like our regional competitions, you don't really race against much of the girls that you see at nationals.
Right.
But I know most of the girls, so it was kind of nice knowing girls and then not racing against people that I completely didn't know.
Sure.
So we had girls from Australia that I knew, which was really fun.
Right. And did you go in with the mindset, I'm gonna win this thing?
Yeah, for the past 2 years I got second and then I got fifth. So
Right.
I was going into it being like, well, got to get first or second.
Right, and you're at this point you were at the top of your age, of the age bracket,
Yeah.
right. So your expectations of yourself were high, and you fulfilled them.
Yeah.
Congratulations, that's
you.
awesome. When you won it back in 2016, was it a totally different environment at the time?
Yeah, it was a different environment. No one really thought, like, I was a good snowboarder, but no one really thought, wow, she's gonna go win nationals.
Right.
So like going into finals, racing against some girls that I knew, and then kind of like getting out in front of them for the whole way.
Right.
Was crazy.
So that's a different, like you surprised them and shocked them
Yeah.
that time, but they knew you were.
This year they kind of knew I was a force to reckon
Right.
with.
So and can you feel that? Like, hey, they're shooting at me.
Yeah.
I've got the target on my back.
Yeah.
But you thrive. I think you thrive on that.
Yeah,
a little bit,
I do a
don't
little
you?
bit.
That's fantastic. So do you now? What's next for you? You'll move up to the open age
Yeah.
bracket, correct?
So that will be me racing against anyone who wants to be an open. Some girls who go to the World Cup, some who are on the NORAM circuit, which
Right.
is what I'll do next year.
Okay.
And then in 2 weeks I'll be heading to Mount Hood
Sure,
for Gold
sure.
Camp to train with the U.S. snowboard team.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
And one of those young ladies that you'll be competing against, you've been her roommate for quite a while. How's that going to be racing against your sister?
It'll be good competition, maybe a little unhealthy and healthy sometimes, which will be fun for me.
Yep.
It should be really fun though.
Right. Now, Boardercross it's a relatively new discipline as far as the lot of the skiing and snowboarding stuff. It's an Olympic event.
Yeah.
Is that something that you aspire towards?
Eventually it is, but also going to college and playing soccer is a big goal for me.
Oh, great.
Playing D1 or D2 is a goal.
Okay. So and maybe Olympics doesn't
Maybe,
jive with soccer, so that's a decision that you'll.
That I'll be forced to make.
Right. But you mentioned soccer. You're a member of the varsity team last year as a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
Which one's your sport that you love?
Let's see. Well, like in summer, it's soccer, but winter it's snowboarding, and then it just kind of switches off all the time.
Right. And the two, we talked about the potential that you might have to make a choice, but right now they seem to complement each other pretty
they do.
well.
So in the winter I don't really have any soccer, and if I do, I'll just go down one day. I
Right.
don't really miss a lot of snowboarding, and then snowboarding season's over, so I just
Sure.
don't really need to worry about it.
And both of them require a ton of training, aerobics, training, and things like that.
So it's kind of the same training most of the time.
Yeah. How do you? This was your first year in high school. It's definitely a step up in terms of the workload from middle school. How did you balance all that?
I had a hard time at first, for sure. I think a lot of us freshmen had a hard time.
Right.
But then having like Sharma and then Bradshaw help us out was really helpful.
Yeah. So
to, like
the
be able to go to nationals and everything.
Right. So the school supports you in it, but you still you got to be disciplined, right? You got to figure out how I'm going to get this stuff done, and then you've got a lot of training and things like that.
That's why SVSCF has a tutor. That really helps too.
Right. Good. So you guys got a new coach at Wood River coming in. You lost some players, but how do you feel for the future of that program?
I think our whole team's really excited for next year, having new incoming freshmen.
Right.
And then a new coach. It'll just be a whole new atmosphere, and I think we're all excited.
Yeah, and how fortunate, to grow up in an area like this where skiing, snowboarding, soccer, there's a great culture. Do you feel fortunate to have kind of grown up in that environment?
I mean, it's amazing because like you play against community school and like you snowboard with some of them,
right?
But like you don't talk to each other on the field.
Right,
really fun.
Yeah, and you're able to do that, kind of put your friendships aside and compete, and then
head
go
up to
back.
the mountain and go snowboard.
Right. How wonderful. Your dad is involved in snowboarding and skiing at the highest level. And do you think that growing up kind of in that environment has helped you get to where you are so far?
Yeah, it was, since he used to work he was a wax tech for the skiing.
Yeah.
I was really into skiing, and then he moved to Boardercross.
Right.
Something that I really enjoyed doing.
Sure. And you probably had an opportunity to talk to some of these top athletes as you were growing up and seeing what what they did to
Yeah.
become successful.
I mean, like the athletes, the coaches, I could talk to them all and ask for
Right.
tips and stuff.
Well, it's so exciting to get to meet you, know you. I knew, one day when I interviewed your sister, I thought, I bet we're gonna have Zoe on here someday
Yeah.
too. And so it's awesome to see what you've done. Congratulations, and
Thank
it's gonna
you.
be fun to watch your career
Yeah.
on the soccer field and on the mountains. So thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
My guest has been Zoe Bacca, Sun Valley Ski Education Foundation snowboarder, national champ, soccer player. She's a Renaissance woman. I'm Michael David with Eye on Sun Valley Sports, keeping my eye on Wood River Valley sports and Wood River Valley national champions for you.
Better food, better price, better service. Atkinson's Market, supporting local farmers since 1956.
Are you like me and can't stand paying your insurance bill? Just when you pay all your bills for the month, then along comes that dreaded insurance bill, putting the hurt on your checking account. Hello, I'm Mark Balkos, president of Wood River Insurance. That's why Wood River Insurance is an independent insurance agency. This means we have a multiple of insurance companies we offer to our clients. This allows us to hold the insurance companies accountable for coverage, service, and most important of all, pricing. When I started in this business 33 years ago, I only represented one company to my customers. And after a while, I felt as though my hands were tied when trying to be as competitive as I could. As an independent insurance agency, we represent you to the insurance company, not the insurance company to you. This allows Wood River Insurance to be as competitive as possible. So call us today at 208-788-1100 and let Wood River Insurance represent you.
I remember going to the doctor when I was a kid. He knew me, I knew him. It was really simple. And then medicine changed with more expensive labs, medications, bigger clinics, and not enough time to explain it all.
Direct primary care came along, outside the insurance system and affordable. I'm Dr. Tom Archie. At InnerHealth MD, we spend the time we need building collaborative relationships. We bypass the insurance, lab, and pharmaceutical industries and pass on the savings to our patients. At our office, common labs can cost $5 to $10, and in our pharmacy, generic prescriptions often cost less than $5. Our family practice treats fractures, lacerations, and sports injuries, teaches prevention, and coordinates acute and chronic care. We don't accept insurance. Our patients pay a monthly fee that is less than a cable bill. With acupuncture, herbs, class 4 cold laser, and a holistic, functional medicine approach, InnerHealth MD is family medicine like it used to be. Affordable, personal, and looking to the future.
As a family, we've been with Harrison over 20 years. So this business is really unique to insure because we have employee housing here in the light industrial, and we have all these moving pieces. We have the car wash, we have a detailed garage where we're bringing in, over the course of a month, we can see 1 million to 2 million in vehicles pass through our garage. Nathan has been, his phone line is always open to me, and that's been huge. It's a real personal relationship. I pick up the phone and call him, and he's always there, ready to answer my questions. He's really quick with getting back to me. We have a complex insurance needs, insuring these are kind of considered hazardous sites. They require special coverage because they're gas stations. And he's been able to navigate that from personal business through and through. So Harrison Insurance was instrumental in getting us good, being well covered at a good cost basis. All of these pieces need to be considered, and when I've got my back turned and I'm focused on the business and the people and the aspects of the business, it's nice for me to offload this responsibility, which is a big one, to make sure that all my bases are covered. I need to know that if something happens, if a plane crashes into the lands, short of the runway and lands on the business, that we're going to be covered. And with Harrison Insurance, I'm confident that they've got my back and that they've set me up for success.
Harrison Insurance, for all of your insurance needs. Sterling Urgent Care is now open at 507 South Main Street in Haley. Sterling Urgent Care is helping create a better healthcare experience. All patients are welcome. They accept most major insurances, including Medicare and Medicaid. They also accept self-pay patients and offer a membership program to help you take control of your healthcare costs. Sterling Urgent Care invites you to visit them at their beautiful new facility in Haley. Or learn more at sterlingurgentcare.com. Healthcare created with you in mind.
Welcome to Pure Body Bliss, your home in Haley for extraordinary movement training. Pilates, yoga, and fusion classes, as well as incredible massage. We specialize in private and semi-private sessions, dynamic group classes, and exceptional massage techniques to both realign and relax. At Pure Body Bliss, we have something for everyone, including restorative yoga, core-focused Pilates, and our studio-exclusive high-intensity burn classes, just to name a few. All taught by patient and highly educated professionals with thousands of hours of teaching experience. Have fun, work hard, sweat, then relax, restore, and rejuvenate, all in one beautiful setting. Solidify your resolutions with our complete unlimited membership. At Pure Body Bliss, we love your body.